Have you finished cleaning?
Master Yuan Chuan, I'm sorry,
I know you meant no harm. Finish your task first.
Yes, Master. Master Yuan Chuan? Master Yuan Chuan.
What is it?
Who's playing against whom here?
That's not something I can tell you just yet, little one. Some secrets are meant to stay hidden. The responsibility of Wei Shi will soon rest upon your shoulders. This study and this board will be yours as well. You've spent years searching for the truth behind this game, haven't you?
You knew all along.
You've always, like you've probably already guessed, one of the players on this board has always been the Yuan Shen of Wei Shi.
I suspected as much. But who exactly is our opponent? The classic of Go teaches, within each person resides a veiled nature, and it is only when external forces stir them that their true feelings come to light. To understand another's mind, one must observe patiently, letting time unravel all that lies hidden. And yet, no matter how much I am, the classic of Go further teaches, novices cling to the edges, veterans secure the corners, and masters command the center. But the style is Master, no matter how hard I try, I can't grasp the nature of my opponent.
Most game records you've... Don't dwell on it. When the time comes, everything will make sense. Just remember, your opponent across that board isn't just any rival. He's a guest of honor. You haven't met him yet. But if he comes during your lifetime, you must give everything you've got to defeat him. That's the only way Wei Shi will show him the respect he truly deserves.
I understand, Master.
One more thing. There's an unspoken rule. You can never place more than 5 stones.
This looks like the sealing of the Dragon Pillar is almost done.
Master Yuan Chen, the Dragon Pillar has been completely sealed, and the dam by Tianqi Lake has been repaired.
Looks like the cerulean waters have been fully contained. We greatly appreciate your help, Head Librarian. We never would have been able to seal the pillar so easily without you and Miss Zero. Head Librarian, there is something I would like you to personally retrieve for us. It's something deeply connected to the source of all this. Justicia. Find it, and all your doubts will be put to rest. It's the lost Imperial Seal of the First Emperor. You could say it's the national treasure of Tian, but like most things from the First Emperor's time, it just vanished into history. However, from what we've gathered from Wisher, I believe it's not lost to the world. It still exists, hidden somewhere in the Imperial Palace of Qingyu City, tucked away in its countless towers and halls. Trust me on this. It's the final piece of the puzzle. It's the key to the truth. Instead of listening to me ramble on, why not go see for yourself? Thank you, Head Librarian. I'll be here, waiting for your good news.
That old geezer, he didn't give a single useful lead. This place is huge. Where the heck are we supposed to even start? I get it if they talk in riddles with MAons, but come on, we're part of Weisha. Why do our own people have to be so mysterious too?
If Master Yuan Chuan refuses to speak of it, he must have his reasons.
His reasons? Every day it's the same nonsense. Someone's always got some reason. I'm about to lose it with all these reasons. If he already knows the answer, why didn't he just tell us? Why do we have to solve some stupid puzzle? I haven't even finished my basic education.
Join this tongue-set disciple for a special insider's tour of the Qingyu Imperial Palace. Get a sneak peek at the restricted areas of the Imperial Palace that are off limits to the public. If you don't mind your account getting banned, go ahead and post that. Head Librarian. Didn't expect you'd actually need my help. Guess I should have just kept my mouth shut.
Where should we start?
If it were up to me, I'd start with the... are basically mineral deposits from condensed water and mist. The fresh ones have a brighter color and are less compact. But if they're left unhandled for too long, they harden into something extremely difficult to break.
Don't worry. The mist clearing lamp absorbs high concentrations of cerulean mist and turns it back into liquid. The crystallized cerulean residue gets stored, and the dry air is compressed. Once released, the compressed air is strong enough to shatter the crystals. We're almost at the Kangjang. It's locked.
When we evacuated the residence, we activated security measures at key historical sites to protect cultural relics. But these security systems are usually managed by the Bureau of Cultural Relics. While we know how to activate them, we have no idea how to turn it off. The original plan was for their staff to take care of it when they got back.
Oh, looks like it's my time to shine.
Let me take a look. Well, I know a thing or two about this kind of lock. I hear something nearby. Clear the area while I'm cracking this.
Fontaine. These horseflies are really annoying. My sword. Rusty?
The tower soars from the Earth's deep core. Its peak dances with heaven's evermore. To ascend is to transcend mortal lore. Its spiral stairs in void explore. Over the sacred land, its grandeur stands, as if by ethereal shaping hands. This is a poem from a previous era, commemorating the Kongjang Pavilion. Let's head inside. I have a feeling we'll find what we're looking for. The pavilion has multiple floors with a complex layout, and it's not usually open to the public. Artifacts related to the first emperor are stored on the top floor. That's where we're headed. Wait a sec. This hexagonal sensor seems a bit off. Let me take a closer look. There's a mechanism inside the base of the sensor. It looks like a master switch. If I clear out this frost mist, it should start working again.
Huh? What's this?
More crystal clusters. Ugh, the mist clearing lamp's low on air. Let's see if there's anywhere nearby that needs to be purified first.
horses and fight. Right, more crisp. I'm fine. Mars is burning. Fort Bellefontaine. These force guys are really annoying.
I get it now. The lever triggers the mechanisms on both sides. We need to keep the right side stairs stationary while rotating the door on the left. So, we gotta find a way to stop the mechanism on the right from moving.
There's a hexagonal sensor next to the mechanism on the right listening. What's written on these pedestals? Someone never told me how to read this script.
It's an ancient form of Tian's writing, so it's normal not to recognize. This figure is Li Chun, believed to be the ancestor of the Tianli clan. He was a close confidant of Xisha, and even ruled in his stead at one point. This one is Zhang Luo, Tian's first scribe. He accompanied the first emperor for years, and laid the foundation for Tian's historical records, which is why some call him the Sage of History.
Is he holding something? Is that a giant seal?
That's the legendary imperial seal Zhang Luo carved for Xisha himself. The artisans of that era even carved a replica of it into a statue.
Ming, look at this. These must be their birth and death dates, but something's off. The birth dates are all faded from age, but the death dates? And they all share the same year of death. This year. But why?
As a mark of respect, the statue of the honored figures in Kongjong Pavilion only someone was here before us. They changed the inscriptions and added the death dates. An act of spite? Interesting. If we look at it from that perspective...
My fate?
Not really, Your Majesty.
Sunlaw, what does the Tianli clan say about moving legions? Go ahead and speak.
They've been cursing you non-stop. They call you a treacherous mongrel, the greatest hypocrite under heaven. They say you killed Legion, yet you pretend to be honoring his memory.
What do you think, Sunlaw? Do you think I should be held accountable?
History will judge in time. It's not my place to say.
So, you trust history's judgment over your emperors?
However, it's not exactly safe to pass through right now. The Taya Pool was once the Imperial Hot Spring, staying around 40 degrees year-round.
Sheen, come back!
Ah! You mean, you liar! That's way hotter than 40 degrees! My skin is about to melt off!
Don't be so reckless.
I've never seen a hot spring before, let alone one in a royal garden!
Lately, increased geothermal activity from Mount Tianjue has caused the ground to crack in multiple places. As a result, the pool has been overheating, and hot steam is rising from various cracks. The water is averaging 73 degrees now, and it's still rising. Don't go wandering off unless you want to boil yourself alive.
It's hard to say. We're still investigating. We'll go around the outer walls of the garden. That's the safest route. Please follow me, head librarian.
Forgive all things. Flowers is burning.
We're standing atop the most fortified section of the ancient Imperial Palace. It's said that this wall has never been breached from the outside, but that was all long ago. Over the years, the wall has been repaired, rebuilt, and reinforced countless times. The section beneath our feet is the oldest and the best preserved. These bricks are far from what they once were. Please don't touch them. They might crumble.
Tourists here really lack manners. So many have carved things like "I was here" into the bricks.
Oh, you weren't paying any attention when seeing explain.
Huh? What? What are you?
You're not wrong in your gut feeling. These are indeed carved words. But can you make out what they say?
This is... why are all the characters all wobbly, like tadpoles? This is so hard to read.
This is Seal script, an ancient form of Sia's writing. It reads, Chong Dun Rong and Chong Ke. I came across this type of script while studying old texts in the library. It means that this brick was made by two workers, a Chong Dun named Rong.
That's right. In ancient Tian language, Chongdun refers to men sentenced to forced labor, while Chong refers to women in the same situation. During the era of Xisha, every brick used in construction bore the names of the workers who craft.
That's brutal. To build a wall this...
Yes, one
Instant... Prime Minister,
The fire is burning.
Hold on. Did we miss a flag back there? Maybe we should go back and check. It might contain more information. Hold on. Did we miss a flag back there? Maybe we should go back and check.
Year 36 of Xia. Heavy rains caused damage to the walls.
From forced labor to conscripted civilians.
if some laborers' work wasn't good enough, and if too many were executed and they found themselves short on manpower.
Just hearing this makes my blood boil. Where did that bastard run?
Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence.
Willow's claim to Somber Green.
I know this poem. It tells the story of a laborer who died while building the wall, his bones sealed inside. And now they call Jisia the father of human culture? From what I've seen, he's nothing but a complete douche. He treated human lives like they were worthless. Then he orchestrated all of this, trying to turn everyone in Tian into monsters just like him.
He even made Jing out, don't he?
Come on, Professor Ming, say something.
History is complicated. Different evidence, records, and perspectives can lead people to completely opposite conclusions about the same historical figure. Perhaps when we reach Wencheng Pavilion,
Can you help me?
Let's see. Year 55 of Xia.
Huh? Jisian? Wasn't that the name on the first flag we saw when we climbed?
Ancient people didn't live nearly as long as we do today. Most barely made it to 30. Yet these officials never got replaced. The same people held these positions for decades.
I seriously doubt a bunch of decrepit old men could still be cracking whips and running labor camps.
Now I get it. The statues in the Kanjiang Pavilion were never engraved with the Year of Death. It's not to symbolize eternal life or keep their names alive forever.
Your Majesty, the Prime Minister requests an audience.
Show him in.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I've come to report that the outer walls of the Imperial Palace are now complete. Please, come and see for yourself. The guards and carriages are ready, just outside the hall.
You've been efficient. Weren't we expecting the construction to take another 2 years?
A palace fit for our royal family deserves nothing but our utmost dedication and best efforts. The Grand General drafted tens of thousands of laborers. The Minister of Works oversaw construction day and night. And I personally ensured the flow of silver and grain. That is how we finished ahead of schedule. The noble families and high officials are already gathered by the city walls, waiting for your Majesty's arrival. Your Majesty, these walls are 10 meters high and 6 meters thick, and stretch over 20 kilometers around. They are impenetrable, and the land surrounding them is treacherous. With these walls, our clansmen will be safe and secure, standing strong for generations to come. The silver and grain spent on these walls exceed the entire Empire's annual revenue many times over. To cover the costs, I've already ordered taxes to be raised for the next 5 years. If the autumn harvest doesn't meet the target, we'll take their winter stores. If that's still not enough, we'll take the seeds set aside for spring planting. And if the seeds aren't enough either, we'll send the common folk into the mountains to gather wild fruits and vegetables.
For those who can't pay their full tax in silver, we'll take their jewelry. If that still doesn't meet the quota, we'll seize their farming tools. If that isn't enough either, we'll take their cooking pots, utensils, livestock, and whatever else they have left in their homes.
That's certainly efficient. But I fear the commoners won't be too happy about that, will they?
Your Majesty need not worry. I've assigned my best soldiers to make sure everyone complies. No one will dare to defy us. Those who do, regardless of age or health, will face execution to serve as a warning. And the able-bodied will be sent to labor camps to fill the gaps left behind.
But how are they supposed to survive the winter? How do you expect them to farm next spring? If they starve to death, what then?
Your Majesty, why concern yourself with such trivialities? The commoners are like wild grass. Cut them down, and new ones grow. The bricks on these walls are proof of that. Each name carved here belongs to a commoner. As for those who dare to stand in the way of our grand ambitions, we simply erase them, just as we always have and always.
After all, the weak have no place. Once the Imperial Palace is complete, the summit of Mount Tianxie will become a true paradise. No mortal will ever set foot within its walls again. We immortals, untouched by time, and armed with weapons crafted from cerulean crystals, will forever hold dominion over the common people.
Door's locked. Oh wait, Sin, put that spear down. Professor Ming, do something.
I've never come across anything like this before.
Aren't instruments meant to be played? What if we try playing the ones that match the patterns on the wall? I've got a hunch this might just work. See? Told you. Just follow the wall pattern.
The fire is burning.
Again? Alright, so how do we play these instruments this time? How about we double check the patterns and play... How about we double check the patterns and play... Let's take a closer look at the walls. Some of these patterns might be the key. Let's take a closer look at the walls. Some of these patterns might be the key. How about we double check the patterns and play... How about we double check the patterns and play... How about we double check the patterns and play... How about we double check the patterns and play... How about we double check the patterns and play... How about we double check the patterns and play... How about we double check the patterns and play... Let's take a closer look at the walls. Some of these patterns might be the key.
fire is burning. The fire is burning. The fire is burning.
I remember seeing some patterns on the walls in the hallway earlier. Let's go check them out again.
Oh, yeah, there are patterns. If we follow the path we... We've been banging on so many instruments since. My arms are killing me. Hey, Professor Ming, what are you staring at?
While you all were making a racket, I went ahead and scanned through some inscriptions on these ritual artifacts. If these inscriptions are true, then the Lord of Weaponry's reign was unimpressive. No, scratch that. It was downright atrocious. One inscription says that Legion mistakenly...
So, he took...
The inscription doesn't say...
Your please, come and see if it meets your expectations.
Oh, then let's have a look.
Head Librarian, this is Wencheng Pavilion.
Well, I've heard about this place before, but seeing it in person, it's on a whole other level.
Alright, if we're looking for records on Zisha, this is the most complete archive there is. If it's not here, it probably doesn't exist anywhere.
What? This is way too much!
And this is just what's left after centuries of war, pillaging, and fires. If every record had made it through, Wencheng Pavilion would be way bigger than it is now. We can skip-
What about me? What am I supposed to do?
You? You're doing all the heavy lifting. Here, take these. And these. Oh, and these. And these.
Whoa, whoa, slow down! I'm gonna lose my balance!
Quit whining and put those overactive muscles of yours-
I just realized, I've read some of these before, back in the library. Just never connected the dots until now. I'm piecing it all together in my head. Reading something is one thing, but actually understanding it is another.
Great.
I hate to admit it, but yeah, we're no closer than when we started.
Come on, I know that old geezer. He's known where the seal is this whole time. What do you have?
Maybe they establish the nation at the heart of the world and place the palace at the center of the nation.
You already said that, Zero.
Wait a moment. Miss Zero, are you saying... I see. That makes sense.
What? What are you guys talking about? Can't you just stop speaking in riddles?
The capital was built at the center of the world, with the Imperial Palace at its heart. So, where does that leave the Emperor?
If you put it that way, I guess, right at the center of the palace?
Exactly. Perfect balance, justice, benevolence, sanctity. If we follow that logic, the Jade Seal, which represents Imperial authority, should be placed at the very heart of the palace. That's the most logical conclusion.
But the very heart of the palace, isn't that Tianqi Lake? Are you saying the seal is at the bottom of the lake?
No. If you check a map, the geometric center of the palace isn't even Tianqi Lake. It's the plaza right in front of the main hall. Think about it. During major ceremonies, the Emperor needs to stand at the heart of the Empire. They're not going to have him rowing a boat to the middle of a lake every time, right? So, the ancient architects made sure the palace's geometric center is just a little off from the lake. Now that I think about it, right in the center of that plaza, there's a bell tower, and inside, there's a huge bell.
The bell. The center.
Miss Zero, this could be the clue left for us. In the Qian language, bell and center are pronounced the same.
The seal must be inside the bell.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Come on, let's go check it out. So, if we can't break it, then how are we supposed to check if the seal's actually inside?
Let's do this.
Huh?
I said, let's do this. Once we're done, we'll collect the pieces. With Weisha's technology, we can put the bell back together like nothing ever happened.
Wow, Professor Ming, I didn't know you had such a devious side.
If this bell really dates back to Zisha's time, then it's definitely been broken before. I mean, someone had to crack it open if they wanted to hide.
All right. Is this...
Looks like you found what you were after. Oh, now that you...
Fire is burning. Fire is burning. The fire is burning. The fire is burning.
I'm fine, Yuli. Don't hurt him.
Yes, Master Yuan Juan.
Whoa, hold up. Isn't that Li Zhi? What the heck, man? It's only been a couple of hours and now you're pulling weapons on us?
Give it back.
Huh? Oh, wait. Okay, fine. Maybe I ate a little more than I should have, but you guys said it was on the house. No take-backs?
What? I grabbed a few silver trinkets and crafts, yeah. But seriously, those were just cheap mass-produced stuff. The guys back there were basically shoving them out.
Give me the Jade Seal. There. Does it matter? No.
A straw.
Huh?